Hello and welcome to What's the Word Windsor, the official podcast of the town of Windsor. I'm Benjamin Boddicker, Creative Services Supervisor, and we're so glad you're joining us today. Today we're honored to welcome Dennis Markham, Windsor's outgoing Wastewater Systems Superintendent, who is retiring after an incredible 41 years of service. We'll reflect on Dennis's journey with the town, how the wastewater treatment facility has evolved, and what's ahead for Windsor's future, and the lesson that Dennis has carried with him throughout his career. Now let's turn it over to your host, Visual Media Coordinator, Kira McKinley.
Hi, and welcome to What's the Word Windsor. I'm Kira McKinley, and I'm here with our very own Dennis Markham. Thank you for coming in today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have a chat. Dennis has been with us for over 4 decades.
Long time.
Yeah, long time.
But it doesn't seem like a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure time flies, especially, when you're in a good place and grow a lot here.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to dive into that today. Can you give me just like an insight on your background? How you got here?
Yeah, right after high school, background, it was in construction. Wasn't ready for college, so got into construction, wanted to build stuff, make money, so started doing that. And then 80s economy was a little challenging, so we'd end up working for several months in a row and then not working for a couple months.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, silent recession back then, hard time to enter the field.
Yes. So decided probably ought to go back to school, so started looking around. Figured I would go to community college, get some of the lower level classes done cheaply, because didn't have a lot of money at that time either.
Well,
so.
and that's the way to go, right? If you can do it that way, that's perfect.
But yeah, ended up finding Front Range had a wastewater technology course at that time. Okay. So ended up, let's try that. If nothing, worst case scenario, I'll have some of the classes out of the way and transfer. But once I got into it, really enjoyed it. It was one of the first times I've actually enjoyed school. So I figured, I'll stick this out.
Yeah.
It was a year program, so once I got out of that, got a job in Pierce, Colorado, as basically the public works department. So not only did I take care of their wastewater systems, but mowed, watered the parks, picked up trash, read meters. So
9 yards.
it was good experience, especially on the wastewater end. There was a lot involved with that. So. But then, after about a year there, saw a ad for a wastewater treatment operator in Windsor, and applied and was hired by another Dennis Wagner, who retired several years ago as well.
Yeah.
Dennis on Dennis, huh?
Dennis hired Dennis.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that was in 1984. So that's when my journey here began. My first supervisor was Terry Walker, and when I look back on the 40 years I've been here, I've really only had 3 supervisors.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Terry Walker was my supervisor until about 2020 is when he retired.
He was around for a while as well.
Yeah, he was.
That's great.
He was. And then Paul Schwindler for a short period, and then Brian Rowe ever since. So I've been fortunate in that too, and they've all been super supportive. So
Brian's amazing now too. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's been real supportive, and so has everybody else I've worked with over the years. So,
and that's a very lucky thing to find. It's a hard thing to find.
Yeah, it is.
A good reason to stick around. So you've seen a lot of growth in your time at the town, right? We've gone from probably about 5,000 population to now over 40,000, right?
Yeah.
So
it was just under 5,000 when I started here in '84. So yeah, much different place. I mean, you always kind of knew it was going to grow, but it's to that point now where it's like, wow.
I mean, insane. And like, how has the facility grown since that? We've grown a lot already, and we have a lot more growing to do, but how have we grown from 5,000, treating that to now treating over 40?
Right. Yeah. When I started in '84, we were basically a stabilization pond treatment system, which basically three ponds, aerated ponds, and then a polishing pond, chlorination, dechlorination. That was pretty much it. Really simple, not a lot of process control involved. Worked well, met all our discharge requirements at that time.
Okay.
But probably around 1990, you could see that new regulations were on the horizon, and we were not going to be able to meet those regulations with that system. So that's when we kind of started planning for the existing facility now, and it was completed in 1995.
Wow.
So we went from a simple pond system to a mechanical plant. They call it a mechanical plant, activated sludge facility. It's called activated sludge just because there's a really high concentration of microorganisms that break the organic material down. But it's nothing more fancy than that. But it again, that was completed in '95, and then since then it's been a great facility. It's served the town of Windsor well for 30 years. We've met all our permit requirements. But again, probably in around 2019, we again foresaw kind of the need for expansion of capacity, mainly because of growth this time, but also because of future permit limits as well coming up. So,
and what's the benefit, especially of that switch in the 90s, right? So for someone like me who doesn't understand that,
sure,
did that just help you like treat more? Did it aid in the process in which you were treating?
Yeah, definitely a more robust treatment process. The problem that we had in the early 90s was the new ammonia limits and nutrient limits, basically. So a pond system just could not treat ammonia to that level, and it also was a ammonia toxicity issue.
Really?
So we had to pass toxicity tests, which we couldn't have done with the pond system.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason for the switch. Plus, it gave the town the ability to grow as well into that plant. So, but yeah, that was mainly a regulatory driven move. We probably could have kept that pond going another few years if it wasn't for the new ammonia regulations.
Well, and that's wonderful that the town really prioritizes, even then and continuing now, like keeping up with those regulations and being ahead of them too.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's been great. Again, really good support there. But again, with the regulations, sometimes you really don't have a choice.
No, well, and we have a lot of growth that we're doing now. You guys are still building, right? And then we're outlooking a lot of growth as well. What is that looking like?
Yeah, so like in 2019, we kind of saw that we were going to need to increase capacity again with the growth. So we began planning and constructing so I'll kind of go back to when we built the existing facility. So we turned the old plant into our kind of solids handling system. So basically we would send all our solids, which you have to remove from a system periodically or continuously, basically, to that pond. And then once a year we'd have that facility dredged and by a contractor, and they would land apply that on farm ground.
Okay. Nice.
So that was kind of our solids handling facility, but we knew that at growth rates, it was not sustainable. So the first order of business was to build a new solids handling facility that could handle the future growth and the future improvements that we were going to make on the liquid side. So we completed that in 2022, and it's been in operation since then and works well. So we're kind of good on that side,
front, right?
Just before we finished that up, we were already in design for the next improvement, which we're under construction right now, is our headworks, which is preliminary treatment. We're just trying to remove all the heavy rags and grit, sand, that kind of thing from the wastewater as it comes in.
I know flushable wipes are a big thing too, right?
And flushable wipes are a big thing.
Really?
They're not flushable.
What are some things, and while it's on my mind, what are some things that we should avoid not using that facility, the headworks facility, will kind of help filter out,
Yeah, I mean, really anything that shouldn't go down.
Yeah,
that's
the flushable
that's kind of
wipes,
common sense. But yeah, flushable wipes aren't really flushable.
No. Okay, well, that's good to know. You don't really think about that, Yeah.
And a big one for wastewater plants is fats, oil, grease, that kind of thing from cooking or whatever. That's huge.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That can cause a lot of issues.
So this
downstream.
new headworks facility will help with the
it will help,
filtration of that.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's
It's
great.
and it will increase the capacity of our preliminary treatment as well.
Okay.
So we're kind of getting that prepared too for the next big project, which is about 30% design right now, and that will be a new treatment facility.
Wow,
so that's the big one. So
yeah.
We're going to go from about 2.8 million gallons a day to 6.3 million gallons per day.
Wow,
so
that's
more than double.
Very impressive. Are we kind of up to par right now for the population that we have, or is it getting to be a little hard?
We're pushing the capacity of the existing facility for sure. I mean, we're still meeting all the regulation. I think we'll probably be fine until the new facility's done. But yeah, it's definitely pushing the capacity
Yeah.
of our current plant.
Well,
for sure.
it's good that we're out looking and we're gonna,
Yeah.
man, not even double, but like triple that operation. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, it'll be. We hope anyway. It'll last Windsor about 20 to 30 years, hopefully.
Wow. Very impressive.
So-
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And you've done just so much for this town, really had a big role, especially in the wastewater treatment facility. People don't really think about that process, but it's so essential to our day-to-day life, And what have you learned in this role during your 4 decades?
Well, I've learned you can't do anything by yourself. So yeah, I've been
Yeah.
really fortunate to work with a lot of great people, a lot of great operators, and including our current staff, which are ready to take over for me and do a great job. But yeah, I've been really fortunate to have support throughout my career from everybody, from regulatory agencies to supervisors to coworkers to engineers, contractors. So
Yeah, it's not a one-man job.
no,
I mean,
it's
that's
definitely
a team
not.
thing.
I could definitely not have done it myself for sure.
Yeah. No, that's a wonderful lesson. What has kept you around for that long? Has it been the team aspect?
That's part of it for sure.
Part of
Yeah,
it?
I really enjoy, especially like the construction projects are really, I enjoy those. That's working with engineers, contractors.
Yeah.
On a project. So that's fun.
Very diverse, kind of
Yep.
fast-moving setting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you're,
Construction's like that.
yeah, and you have an end product that you can see and it's there for a long time.
And that's extremely rewarding,
Mhm.
to see that.
It
That's
is.
awesome.
But no, I've learned that. I mean, like next Friday is my last day, and I'm sure I will learn something next Friday. So that's kind of what I've learned. Is you learn. It's a constant learning process, and
Yeah.
things are always changing. And I've always kind of been conservative as far as decisions and how we operate, and which has served me pretty well. But some of our younger operators, we have a current operator, Ryan, who's kind of pushed me a little bit to try different things and be more open, and
Yeah.
I think that's all good too. So
Yeah. Ryan's great too. He's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, it's good to also have
Yeah.
a team that kind of pushes you to
Sure.
do different things, or maybe even challenges you at times, because then you kind of rethink the things that you're doing, right? And
You do.
reevaluate it. It's good.
Yeah.
sometimes reluctantly, but yes,
Yeah,
you
for
do.
sure. For sure.
Little friction is good
a little
sometimes.
pushback,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it's good because even if you try some, it's not successful. You always learn something. So
Yeah, no, I love that. And those are amazing takeaways. And yeah, we are just so grateful to have had someone like you grow with the town for that long. Ultimately, like in any workplace, it's amazing if you can have people stick around and really build with the company for that long. So,
and I'm grateful for the
impressive.
opportunities I've been given here too, and grateful for the people I've worked with. And yeah, it's been a great 40 years. Really,
yeah.
never regretted getting up in the morning. So
Oh, that's
Yeah, I mean,
always
especially
good.
when you go out to a nice facility with like the Eagles and stuff out there, I think,
Yeah.
right? So
yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's the other thing too. It's a great place. So
hard to find, I'll tell you
great
that, but
environment.
it's stunning out there,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
Dennis, that is amazing. Do you have anything else you'd like to add on? Any thoughts? Anything to leave us with?
A big thank you to the town of Windsor for sure, and I think the wastewater treatment facility's in good hands now, and it'll be fine. And it'll be fun to kind of watch the progress of the current projects and
Yeah.
see. But yeah, it's been a great run.
That's very exciting. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Dennis. We
Thanks
really
again for
appreciate
having me.
it. And to our listeners, you can listen to What's the Word Windsor on any listening platform. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.